All right, we are heading live. Watch this dump take place here for a little while. No. All right, no face on here today. Live stream looks good. I'm going to get into the BTC chart. Let me pull you guys up on my phone here so I can check the chat. Chime in when you get in. We'll get BTC up here on the chart here. Don't be fooled by these bounces that we're getting. They keep coming at key levels, expecting people to jump in because of a bounce, but I don't know that we're going to get much of a bounce here. So getting my phone plugged in because my battery's about dead, and I've got to get the chat set up here. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. There we go. All right, I got you. What's up, Absolute Freedom? Raid? Haven't blinked all day. Nice, nice. Does that mean you've been just keeping your eyes open watching the charts, or you've been ready for this move? Either way, what's up, Jimmy J? I'm a Jimmy as well. Let's get some. Mick 3 Momo. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love pronouncing y'all's names. It's funny. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's check out Litecoin while everybody's jumping in here. Major wick here. I got it on the 6-hour chart. That's what we're looking at. We broke the low here. Okay, so this was a corrective structure. Okay, I've been calling it corrective for a while, man, and it was indeed corrective. The fibs should go on it properly right here. You can see how we came to the one-to-one extension. So we had basically, this is a WXY or an ABC. It's a three wave, and then I guess that's a three wave. I don't even know what to make of that, but it's just market manipulation. But overall, when you just step back and look at it, you've got a three wave move here. The fact that this went below the low means, we've got definitely that was corrective in nature, and I've been calling for that. And it's hard when the market makers do that. They start making these highs. I've been calling for that extra low for a while. I said we're probably going to come up and hit in my videos, if you've been watching for a while, so we're probably going to come up hitting $75, $76 target. We did. It just kind of got up to the almost to the $80 range first, 79, 87 it looks like, before we tanked. And then even then, like today, I said we might have a trade. It looks like an ABC. It was starting to measure like an ABC, but I said if it comes down to that $68 region, $69 region, I think I gave a yellow line of death. I already removed it from my chart, but once it passes that, we're on like Donkey Kong. So you should not have entered that trade just by a number I gave. You should be watching always on the trade ideas, the price action as price comes to it, counting the waves. If you don't know how to do that, you need to stay out of trades, or if you need some help doing that, join the Telegram group. We no longer have a donation basis. There is a flat rate for that as well. If you want to join, hit me up on my email. It's in the description, and I will tell you how to join that. Okay. All right, but anyway, so yeah, we're looking good to the downside. It is a lower low. We're gonna have to figure out what this wave is. What it's looking like. It's potentially a 1-2, and this is the fourth wave of the third, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get one more wave to the downside, a fifth wave to the downside. Looking at a target of about $58 right now in Litecoin. Let me tell you where I get that. Let me just go to a different chart so we can get a little bit more detail here. I know price came down to what it wicked down to $61, $62. And then it's bounced back up to $66, and some of you are like freaking out like right now. Oh no, we missed it. I didn't get to buy in. Okay, well here's what price does a lot of times when it wicks down. Okay, just check this dump out right here. Okay, that big wick right there. What did it do? It wicked back up, and then it came on down again. It makes this what I tell my traders, it makes this H shape. Okay, let me see if I can get a color that makes sense here. How about red? Okay, so it comes down and then it goes back up and it makes this H shape. Sometimes it won't make a lower low. It'll just do this, right? And then go on up. It ends up making a W. So anyway, whenever you have these dumps here, okay, you got a big wick here. Okay, and then it's bounced back up to $66, and some of you are like freaking out like right now. Oh no, we missed it. I didn't get to buy in. Okay, well here's what price does a lot of times when it wicks down. got a big wick. It came back up a bunch of dollars and then continued on down. So don't think that it's finished necessarily yet. One of them's not going to do it. Now there's a big buyback. There's a lot of people looking to buy in here, and that's why we're getting such the rejection. But what's going to probably happen is it's reaching a standstill. It's kind of stalling right now. What we're going to get here, let's go to the 15-minute chart. You can see it. Okay. We're stalling right here. We're probably going to get a move to the downside like that. Let's wait and see if we get a lower low, or if we stop and then start to reverse, or we get a lower low. Let's wait to see what we get. That's the safe play. Now, if you know how to scalp, jump in here. Okay, you can play this move by jumping in at the bottom of these wicks when they kind of stall. Okay, but you got to be careful, because if you had jumped in here, you would have messed up big time. You have to sometimes just wait for it, okay? Wait for it. It's generally not the first one. It's usually the second or the third one, okay? The candle, that is. So wait for that third candle or second candle and see what you get. See if there's some stalling. Jump in as low as you can get. Ride it up. Once it stalls, get out for that and wait for it to come back down. That's a nice scalp play if you know how to do that. So that's dangerous, but definitely a good scalp play. So that's that. Let me show you where I get the $58 target. Let's throw the fibs. We always use our fib extension tool. We got a 5-wave move here, and then we got a 3-wave move to the upside. So this is a 1, a 2. You can see how we came down past the 1618. Okay, so this is at least a 3-wave, but do we count 3 waves? Yeah, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an extended 5th wave. I am personally looking for another hit to the low, but that would just be the 3rd wave. And so what I'm ultimately looking for is something like this: 1, 2. This is 3. We're going to get 4, and then 5 down here to the 2618 region. 5850 is probably a good target. Doesn't mean you can't play this 4-wave, but what I would do is wait for this 3-wave to finish out. I don't think BTC is personally done, so because I don't think BTC is done, I don't think Litecoin is done either. So let me just acknowledge you guys in the chat and see what you guys are doing. Here's Ethereum. We finally got a push down to that $200 range, and then kind of a push back, but probably going to make another H shape there. So let's see what's going on here. All right, don't forget we do have super chats. If you guys want to just make your comments stand out, you're welcome to do that, okay? And I'll answer it right away. Watching the ad all the way, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Tim, appreciate that. You don't have to, but man, I'm thankful that you did. Watch the previous LTC vid, calling 67, and a minute later rode to 62. Thanks for that call. Hey, man, I also told you watch it as price comes down. I told you. I looked in the mirror I looked in the video last night, and said, watch out. You got to watch price action as it comes down. This is a very dangerous place to be trading. So I said all that stuff. So if you think trading is about calling a potential Yaku, if you think trading is about knowing what's going to happen, then you don't understand what I'm doing on this channel. You can just go to the next channel if you want to. I'm not generally that blunt, but just you got to understand what we're doing here. I'm not here to make calls. As far as what I think, I've been calling down for a long time. I've been calling this thing down. I'm trying to, see if there's any trades setting up along the way as this price moves and bounces. And so there was a trade looking like, but I also gave you the invalidation point. And you should always watch price action as it's coming down. So do what you want there. Let's see. Hey man, desperately wanting to know BTC is going to make an impulse. We'll look at BTC in just a minute. Okay, definitely. Thanks, Yaku. Appreciate it. Maybe I misunderstood your question, man. Thanks for the scalp note. Okay, cool. Tim, thanks, man. Appreciate it. What's your question, man? So, Yaku, I might have misunderstood the spirit of your comment, so forgive me if I did. Okay, yeah. Maybe that was just a positive comment. I just read it as sarcasm. I get so much sarcasm here, guys. I tell you what. Great call, man. That's how I was reading it. So if I reread that, my sincerest apologies. My sincerest apologies. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. 46 moon is tomorrow. All right. Do you have another alts? Do you do other alts? I do anything in the Telegram group that you want to trade. I mainly chart Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Those are the main I do every day. But on request, I'll do any chart you want. So if you want to trade something else, then you come on. Okay. On top of it all, thanks. All right, good deal. So let's look at Bitcoin now. Let's just take a peek here, and let me finish up Litecoin here. So yeah, it looks like we're just stalling right now. That up move is stalled out. Probably going to get a little downward pressure here shortly, I would imagine. We got to watch Bitcoin to see what's going on. So you can see how we came down. We came down to this level, and then we bounced off of it. This is not a trend line, by the way. That's just a wave, a wave number there. So. Don't forget, guys, if you're in the Telegram group and you're talking, it's going to show up on the chart right now. Let me see if I can disable the notifications. Let me just disable you guys right now. So this is the Telegram group. I'm already disabled here. Yep, already disabled there. There we go. So don't send me any private stuff. All right, excellent. Now let's take a peek at we came down and then okay, so you've seen two times now. You've seen all through this that we come down on these candles and then we push back up straight really fast and then we end up coming down. This is market maker making you think there's reversal and you need to get in. Okay, so earlier today we got this wick and just straight back up really strong and then we just kept coming down. And I kind of mentioned that today to my people. I said this is going to come down. It's going to fill the wick. I was pretty certain about that. As certain as you can be. And then so I kind of warned everybody and kept everybody, I hope, calm in the group. And I'm just sharing that not to puff myself up, but just to let you know the kinds of things that you get that I try to do in the group, and hopefully those of you in the group can attest to that as well. So this is looking like it's going to come down and fill this wick again. I think it's got more downside to go. Let's throw the fibs on this move right here. And so my fibs, if I fib this move, you can see the clear wave delineation here. This to me looks like a 1 and a 2. I just don't like the way that this one wave measures. But here, let's see if we can measure it a particular way. See, I just don't like this. This just looks, very very odd to me. But again, we go with shape and fibs rather than wave counts. Get off of my screen. There we go. So this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended fifth. That'd be a really long extended fifth. I really would rather see that as some kind of three wave, and then a three wave here. That's what it looks more like to me. Yeah, Heartbeat, rewind the video. I've already kind of handled. Litecoin. I think it's going lower. Yes, I think it's going lower. But I'm doing BTC right now. Hey, thanks, Jimmy J. I appreciate that gift, man. That's amazing. Thank you very much, Tim and Jimmy J. Really appreciate that, guys. That's I'm honored and thankful very much. I wish you could see my face. I'm really sincere when I say that. All right. So let's just throw the fibs on this move and see what we've got going on here. Okay, so what we have here, we haven't even hit. So if we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is an extended fifth wave, could be because we hit the 786. Could be a lot of times the extended fifth wave likes to go down to the 1-to-1 extension as well as the 1276. So we've got some downside targets here. I don't know that we're going to hit them, but if I don't know how else to measure this wave. This looks like a 1, 2, 3. Let's measure it that way and see what we got going on here. You see how this doesn't come down. I don't even like measuring it that way. So really tough wave to count, guys. It's just real choppy. Tough wave to count. I don't like it at all. I don't. So my target right now would be looking. Let's see what price action looks like at 95.74 for Bitcoin. I think we're going to trudge on down here. I think that's going to bring Litecoin on down as well. We're going to bounce down to there. So let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's look at that target down there and see what it would be when the way it's looking. By the way, this is the BAKKT. This is what BAKKT is doing. We've got a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3. All right, so we might have a WXY here. 786 is a possible landing point, but I'd like to see it come on down to the 95. I'd really like to see that. I think we got a good trade setting up here, guys. Potentially, it's hit the 2618. Wow, it's got a front run on that target there. Maybe it's done, but it's certainly looking like it's retesting the bottom here. Right now, I would want to see confirmation before I jumped in a trade. I personally want to see confirmation before I jump in. So I'm currently short in Bitcoin, and I have not taken profit yet. So here, let me just go ahead. I think it was 95, about 95.70 something, I think was the target. It's going to be a double bottom region. Let's see what price looks like down there. Now here's something interesting. If you've got, if that's a 1 and this is a 2 and we're making a third wave, we're coming down here, guys, to 9,200. If we come down here to 9,200, guys, it is on like Donkey Kong. Okay, it is on. Now what else could this be? Let's entertain some other hypotheses about what this could be, because we don't want us to get so locked in to what I'm looking at that we miss what it might be here. So if you look here, this move here, and then this move as a 3 wave. So you got 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3. This whole thing is 1 2 3. Let's see what that fib would take us down to. That's looking at 9,400 right there for that fib. We just hit the 786 fib. Looks like we need to, see, we've already wicked down here. Looks like we need to finish coming on down here to 94.17 to even 91.23, and that would give us yeah, it would have to be 94.17. That would retest this bottom here. That would retest that bottom. This now, so a really bearish look at this. A really bearish look at this puts this at this is a 1 and a 2 wave. That makes this a beginning diagonal, like I was originally talking about and dismissed for the longest time. But if I go back to it, we could have a beginning diagonal here. It looks more like a 3 wave, but it could be. Let me see if I can get that to be red and small. There we go. It could be a beginning diagonal. That's a 1 wave followed by a 2 wave, and now we're getting a 1, 2, and this is the beginning of the 3rd wave. Well, we're coming way down here, guys, if that's the case. So that would be 1, 1, 2, and we're getting 3. So I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Price action doesn't look like it's going to do that, but that's thinking outside the box a little bit to see what we're doing. Let me look at the chat and see if there's anything going on here. Market always comes back. Thank you, Yaku. I really appreciate that. Thanks for that forgiveness, man. It's sometimes hard to understand. I think that's sorry about that. All right. Yeah, hopefully, Meyer, you're getting the dollar targets there. Expanded flat for BTC. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was just talking about. Okay, let's talk about that here. So we actually have this could be an ABC here. By the way, Hippo. Let's see. It's Crypto Hippo, that's his channel. I couldn't think of his channel for a minute. Crypto Hippo, which is he's a good Elliott Wave guy. You might check out his channel as well. Don't leave mine, but go definitely check out his. He's a good dude. Anyway, he was talking this morning about this could be an expanded flat in the middle. So this is actually some kind of an A wave. Let me see if I can show it to you. Which I like the idea. This is an A wave. That's B, and now we're making C, and we'd be coming down here to the 1-to-1 extension most likely. And so the B wave is actually an expanded running flat in the middle. It's expanded and running. Okay, what's an expanded flat? Let me explain it to you. So here's an expanded running flat right there. So an expanded flat is when the B wave comes lower than the origin of the A wave. Okay, it's a fake out to the bottom is what it is, and then it's a reversal, but it's actually a 3-wave correction, but it's with a fake out. Now a running flat is when B doesn't come below A, but C is shorter and it continues. So you think it's going higher, but it's not. So it actually front runs the market and it continues down. So that would be a running flat. Well, an expanded running flat then is when you have the market when it comes all the way down here, and then so it goes below the origin of A, and then it doesn't come above the origin of B. So and then it continues on down, and that's exactly what you've got going on right here. So you've got an A wave, then you got B that comes below the origin of A, and then C that doesn't break the plane, and then we're getting our C wave there, which will be 3 waves as well, or it should be a WXY, not an ABC. It should be a WXY. The way that should be delineated there. So W, X, and Y. So I'm looking for the one-to-one extension. $9,400, $9,417 would be a nice target there if that comes down there. So depending on the way we look at this shape, we've got targets at $95 and $9,400. Both might be decent plays for a decent bounce. But remember, this is at the end of a triangle where there's all kinds of market maker shenanigans. So remember that, okay? I want you to just keep that in mind. Please don't sell your BTC right now. Wait for a bounce. Well, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. Yeah, Arsalan. Wait for a confirmation to the downside. We could still get some upside movement. Okay, so we're looking like it's coming. You know, it's coming down in this triangle, right? Well, market makers can still do this trick, guys. They're making everybody think sell, sell, sell right now. Then they're going to take it up outside of this triangle and then bring it back down on you. I've been calling that for a little while. So that would give us this kind of a move. Okay, so be aware of that. So the way I've been looking at the market up to this point is this is the W wave. We're going to get an X wave, then we're going to get a Y wave down to the downside. But that, if this is a W and then we got an X to the upside, then it cannot break this high. It shouldn't break this high up here at $10,900. So if that's going to play out, watch the way it's going to be looked at. Okay, we're going to get an up move here in 3 waves. Okay, so we're going to break the plane, and it's going to come up strong. Okay, I guarantee you, it's going to come up strong most likely, and it's going to be reversalish. It's going to feel impulsive. Everybody's going to go bullish. It's going to break out of this triangle to the upside. Everybody's going to think, oh, we got to fake out to the downside. Came up, and now we're going up from here. Broke out. It's going to retest it. Lots of people are going to buy, get in, but it's only going to come up to here, and then it's just going to tank on you. Okay, that's the way a triangle would look, and that's a fake out to the upside. It's kind of kind of up and then back down. Okay. So that's one play. Now, if we get this kind of play here, where it comes down here and then it's going to come up here, past our line here, this is more of the triangle that I'm looking for. And our trend line would be something like, oh, sorry, that's bad. Our trend line would actually be something like this. It's not really drawn very well. So and then we would sorry, that's not correct. Our trend line would be, I got a phone call, guys, and I got distracted. Sorry about that. So our trend line would be something like this. This would be our A, B, C, D, E, and then up from there. So we're going to get an up move and then a down move back to the trend line, and then we're going to break out. Okay, so that's the way a triangle generally plays. If that plays, don't forget what I said in my previous videos. That's not very bullish. It's bullish up to about $17,000, guys. It is. So that's pretty good for Bitcoin. But remember, that's not bullish long term for Bitcoin. So remember that. It's going to put us coming back down here to retest the $7,500 or even lower than that later on, and then before it gets really, really bullish. So for me, if we get a dump here that comes on down to 7,500, which I would like to see, we'll have to wait and see if we get that. Then that's a very, 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 very bullish for us, and that's a lot better play. Okay, so even though that feels bearish to you, that's a very bullish move. Okay, so you just got to understand the way Elliott waves move. When you get the 1 wave and then you get the 2 wave down, and that's what we're getting here, the 2 wave, and then we get that long 3rd wave. Okay, so let me just give you some hopium here. If you haven't had any hopium in a while, let me give it to you. Here's your hopium. Are you ready? This is all one wave. We're going to get a two wave. Oh man, that's exciting. That's what you're going to get. So why would we want price to come down here? Because it's a lot cheaper to buy. That means your money, and you just hold on to it. This is when we hodl, guys. This on that. This is when we're going to hodl on this wave. Now I'm going to trade it, but very loosely. I'm not going to trade it very much, but I'm going to be holding more than I am trying to trade it. So I just want to hold on to those gains, and then once we see some divergence at the, once we get a nice three wave, that's when we're gonna hold on to that sucker. So just understand that's where we're headed. That's what we're looking for. So I want to see this pullback. You think BAKKT wants to see that pullback? You better believe they do. You think people trading want to see that pullback? You think market makers want to accumulate more? Absolutely. They're accumulating in here, but they would like to accumulate down here as well. They're accumulating and creating an overall position. Okay, they're laddering in is what they're doing. Okay, so they're moving. Okay, all right. Let's see what the chat's saying here. Yeah, Elias, I'm glad to hear that, brother. I'm glad to hear you're learning so much. That's really my goal here at this channel. How long does it usually take to hit your next target on Litecoin? It could take hours. Could take 10 to 20 candles. We'll have to see how fast and volatile the market is. Lee, so yeah, it could be hours, Lee. Could be half of hours, 10.5 volume almost. Let's see, Will's going to push it down. Okay. 58.50 my sell. So $95, $9,400, then bull or bear. They're going to be my ultimate bottom. We shoot to kill. My ultimate bottom is going to be in the $7,500 range right now, unless the market shows me something different on the way down, and if it says, hey, we're going to go lower, and I'll know that based on the wave structure. So right now I'm looking for about 81. I'm looking at 85 first. Well, okay, I'm actually looking at 9,000 first. I want to see what's going to happen there. Then I'm looking at 85, then 81, and then I'm looking at 75 as an ultimate bottom. Okay. Yep. $1 million Bitcoin. I don't know, Jimmy J. I don't know. All right, let's take a peek and see what the wave action's doing here on the smaller time frames. For those of you who are new to my TA, I am Elliott Wave. Okay, so that's how I look at the market. Secondly, if you see a yellow line of death, what that does is invalidate. Those are all places where that invalidates different points on my chart. Okay, so you got to watch the videos to know what they are. So this yellow line of death is going to invalidate my WXY theory, the way I have it counted. This is going to more validate a triangle. So if we jump up here and we come up here to 11,000 and break this area, there's a good chance that we're dealing with a triangle and we're not dealing with my WXY down to 7,500. And that's good to know because we need to know how to trade that. Okay, this yellow line of death is invalidating my idea that this might do this. Okay, sorry, let me try that again. So this yellow line of death, if we break the yellow line here, it's invalidating my idea that it's going to do that and then that. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see if we break that line. It may not completely invalidate it. It's just going to invalidate it the way I was counting it, and I'll have to relook it and recount it a different way. Okay. So that's what those yellow lines of death are for, and it's kind of funny, but it's true. And sometimes I draw Gandalf on the chart to hold price there as well. Gandalf does a pretty good job when I want him to hold price. I'm so stupid. I'm a dork sometimes. Somebody called me a dork the other day. Was it you, Jimmy J, that called me a dork? I think it was. What's up, James Bond? New to the channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you're here. Bond. James Bond. 007. Money Penny. You never noticed that that James Bond and Gandalf sound a lot alike. You shall not pass. Okay, Indiana. That's my Sean Connery. All right, if you went short, Craig's asking if you went short for the bigger drop, say 5x, where would be a good stop loss? Depends on where your entry is. Okay, so I'm already short here, so it just depends on where your entry is. For BTC, yeah, basically, you have to know what the plays are, and and what the areas are. So just depends. See, I don't enter on so I wouldn't be entering short right now. For anybody that is thinking going short, I would not be entering short right now. I don't enter on black candles. I enter on green candles. Okay, so you got to understand that. Do not enter a short trade on a black candle. And don't enter a long trade on a green candle. It's just so. In other words, you got to do the opposite of what you think. Okay. So when price is coming down, you're thinking sell. No, 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 no. When price is going down, you're thinking buy. You need to be thinking buy. Okay. When price is going up, you're thinking, oh no, I want to buy. I want to buy. No, 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 no. You think sell. So if you're always doing the opposite. Okay, so when price is going up, you're selling, and then when price is going down, you're buying. You're making money. You don't have to nail the tops and the bottoms. This is just a general principle of trading. You have to do the opposite of what your emotions are telling you to do. Okay, do the opposite of what your emotions are telling you. Okay, still looking like it wants to trudge to the downside here. Let's see what we get here. We've had a lot of wicks today, guys, a lot of fake outs, and this one I think is another one of them. I think we're coming on down. Let me see if I can do a little analysis on this wave to give you guys some better ideas of a bottom here. All right, so what we do is I want to measure this wave right here and see what that gives me as a target. Haven't quite hit the 1618, guys. I would guess that we're going to get something like this. No, not that. We're not going to get that. One, two, three, four, five, maybe? Something like that. Maybe. That might be it. That might be what we get. That would make a lower low. Where would that put us then? That would put us at about our $9,400 target. I'm looking at $9,400 as a nice little target down for the lower side. But you got to remember, guys. Let me just say this again for all those of you who listen. You got 57 of them. Dorky Jim, yeah, thanks, man. For all those of you listening to me, when I give you a target, it's an area to watch. You need to watch price action as it's coming. You need to be measuring the waves. You need to be counting waves. It's not just a buy signal, okay? It's just not it's not a signal to buy or sell there. It's that, okay, as I look at the waves and interpret them a certain way, this is where it would come if I'm interpreting it right. But we don't always know if I'm interpreting it right or not. So you have to understand that. So please, 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 please take my targets with a grain of salt, with a grain of watching price action, and then okay, what are we doing? What are we doing when price gets down there? Don't be so quick to buy in. Now again, if you want to buy at the bottom of these wicks, go for it, but make sure you sell at the top. Okay, as it pulls back, make sure you're selling up here. It doesn't matter if you catch the whole thing. Just take profit and then let it come back down to you and look for your longer term entry. Okay, so let's look again at the bigger picture here. Where would the fibs put us? Do I have the fibs pulled? I do. This one. So I'm looking at here. We've hit the 96.21 range here. We're coming back down to it possibly, but I would like to see $9,400. I would really like to come down there. If it comes down to $9,400, I'm going to really be watching price action for any kind of indication to go long. This is looking very three-wave-ish there. Pull back, then we're looking very three-wave-ish. I'd like to see it come on down to $9,400. That's a good play for an upside move. Now, what we're going to get out of that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to get out of that. It could just be a short retrace. I've been calling 10.7, 10.6 lately, so let me see what the retrace would put us at. If we come down here to 94 something, about $9,400 right there. A retrace of 50% is 10.168. 618 brings us up to 10.4 region. Okay, if we get a deep retrace, a 786, it'd be 10.6. So the lower this goes, the lower that retrace target is gonna come. Let me put it. So yeah, right up here, looking at 10.6. Right here at this fib, we're looking at 10.4, 10.375, and at this fib, at the 50%, we're looking at 10.170. So those would be the areas I'd be looking for a three-wave retrace. So what it's going to do, again, what that play would look like is 1, 2, 3, like that. Looks like a breakout. Then it's going to come on down in 3 waves down to our target. So that would finish out our WXY. So in the grand scheme of things, here's what it would be. We got a W, we got an X, and now we're getting our Y wave right here. And that Y needs to be 3 waves, okay? So this would be 1, 2, 3 waves broken up into 3 waves like that. Okay, so every wave is going to have 3 waves in a WXY. Just look at the 3 waves all over the place. See the 3 waves? Actually, that's wrong. Three waves everywhere. So that's what we're looking at. All right. So there it is. Shall we take a peek in at Litecoin again and just kind of look at that macro? So we need to really be, if you're trading Litecoin, you need to be watching the Bitcoin chart. Watch for that $9,400 target. See if we get that target. If we do, might be good. Good way to trade. See how we came back up and now we're getting this push down again, and it kind of makes that H shape. So that's what we're looking for. I like to see this down and then back up and then down again. If we make a new low, we can enter here around $58 to the upside like that. Let me just show you that pattern all over the place. See if I can show you that pattern. I mean, here's a good place to see. I mean, you can see it all over the place, but we come down, retrace, kind of come back up, make that H, and then we're off to the races. Okay, that's a good trade. But here's what happens sometimes too. You come back up, make that H. It looks like it's going back up, but it comes back down some more. So you got to watch out for those. Okay. Just show it to you here. We've come down, wait for it to come back up, and then come back and make that H, and then it's back up. Well, this one made another one, and then it went up, and that was the trade there. So it's not always simple. Okay, sometimes it's easy, but this one didn't really. If you got in down here at the bottom of this H, it came back on you, but it wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have. It might have stopped you out, but as soon as it started going back up, you had a chance to get back in that trade. So it just depends on how you would have played that. Listen, guys, the market isn't easy. It's not easy to nail these bottoms, but I prefer to let the market go and start running on me. See, you might have been scared this was running on you, but it comes back to you, okay? And so, listen, it's not gonna just, the market generally, in general, now on occasion it does it, okay, but we just miss those. The safer play is you let this thing come down, okay? You let it come down. You let it come back up. Don't think it's running away, because it's going to do this. It might stop short, or it might go a little longer. So you gotta wait and see what it does, and then you play that upside move from there. Okay, so that's how you play that. That's what you want to be doing. But listen, it's not going to run away from you. The market does always come back. Look here. See this? How it looked like it was running away on you, but what did it do? It came back to you. But here's the problem with that. When this happened, you were thinking, oh, it's going lower, it's going lower. Nope. Nope. So you've got to be willing to flip your psychology around, okay, and enter these trades when the price is coming down. You got to flip your psychology backwards. It's against what you want to do, but if you want to make money in the market, you've got to do it backwards. And so it's the best advice that I can give you guys. Okay? All right, let's see. Don't chase the wick. That's right, Erlu of Holly. Don't chase the wick. Selling and buying on what percentage moves generally for you? I don't always know. I don't generally place, but I like, good 10% move is always great. Um, but really, I'm okay with a $2 or $3 swing, to be honest with you, as long as I get in at the right place. As long as I get in at the right place. Okay. Holla, bro. What is your lowest point for BTC on bearish action? Right now, $7,500 is my target. I didn't cover Ethereum yet. I can do that now if you're ready. Bye, honey. I love you. My wife's going. I had to say bye. 10% would be great. Yeah, it would. All right. My wife and I, hey, just so you know, my wife and I are going to be doing a video. I said it the other day, but I don't think anybody heard it. We're going to be doing a collab video together. She and I just talk about the detrimental effects of a trading lifestyle on a family. And a husband and wife relationship. We've walked through that a little bit, and we want to share our testimony there and just try to help you guys avoid the pitfalls that we fell into and find some balance in your trading lifestyle. So that's going to be coming soon. My wife really wants to do that with me, and I really want to do it with her. So hope that's a video you'd be interested in seeing. So yeah, I know there are a lot of you that are you have trading widows, and your kids are missing you because you're watching charts all day. We're going to have to learn to trade without watching charts, and it's a challenging thing. It really is. That's why I'm trying to do it full time, so I can be watching trades, maybe in the morning hours or something. Trading the forex is a lot better. The moves happen around bank hours, and so really, if those of you in my channel, I'm going to be teaching you guys eventually how to trade the foreign exchange. You guys can really, because Bitcoin and Litecoin is good for investing, but we need to play the longer swings on Bitcoin and Litecoin. I'm sorry, yeah, Max, my wife wanted to do it this Saturday, but she was pretty sick, and so we didn't do it. So yeah, I'm not teasing you. It's going to come out in the next week, so she's excited to do it with me. We just have to come up with time and see what that's going to do. But anyway, you guys, Bitcoin and Litecoin, you need to play the larger moves because these smaller moves are volatile and they'll take your money. But on the Forex, you can play daily trades or even longer moves there, and they're timed around bank hours. And so, if you adjust your sleep patterns, here in America, the London market opens at 2 a.m. my time. So I'm up at 2 a.m. a lot of times trading the London market. When the Asian market shifts over to the London market, and they coincide. So, oh yeah. Hey Elias, I hope it helps you guys. Ultimately, I'm a pastor, and I have a heart to help people. Just not wreck their lives with trading because there's a lot of detrimental stuff going on. So my wife will be glad that you guys are excited for that. Okay, now let's take a peek at Ethereum because somebody mentioned it, and I want to give some. And guy should be coming in at some point. Tim, you're so funny, man. You're so funny. Okay, see Ethereum here, guys. You just see the H we're getting. Okay, so what we want to see here on this H is we got a three-wave move. We want to measure, and then it's kind of reversing there. So we want to ask ourselves, okay, we got a three-wave move here, and it's reversing. Let's throw the fibs on that guy, and let's measure what kind of a wave that is. Came down to the one-to-one extension, but I'm not convinced. This looks really odd shaped. Doesn't look like a great zigzag to me. I feel like we're going to probably get some more downside. So let's wait for a confirmation on that. Let's wait for a confirmation on that. And that is the 5-minute chart as well. We did come down to my lower targets, but I think Ethereum's looking pretty bearish for me right now. Pretty bearish. I don't know. This just could be the one wave of a three-wave move to the downside. We could be getting something like this, guys. Same thing with Litecoin. As Bitcoin comes down, we could just be getting this in Ethereum, and that's a two-wave, and then we're going up for a third wave. Okay, so for Ethereum, This is Litecoin's different. I said the same thing for Litecoin, but that was a wrong statement. This is looking very reversal-ish. Looks like a 5-wave move, 3-wave to the downside, could be coming up like that. So that's a potential play for Ethereum, looking a lot more bullish than most of the other alts. And and I don't know a lot of but a lot of people say Ethereum leads the market sometimes in bull runs, and so we'll have to wait and see. We've only got a couple bull runs to really test that information with. Let's put the fibs on this move and see what we've got going on here. See how it came down to the 1-to-1 extension here? This looks like a 1, 2, and a 3 wave. We're going to... phone's ringing again. Sorry, guys. This looks like a 1, 2, and a 3 wave. This is not an ABC correction. This is a 5-wave move. This is definitely impulsive. This is as definite as I can be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting the 5th wave. I don't know if the 5th wave is complete, but we should be looking for a 4 wave to come back to structure, and then a 5th wave down. So guys, it's looking pretty impulsive to the downside, guys. 5-wave move. If we get a 5-wave move like this, I ought to expect a 3-wave move back to the upside. And sorry. Okay, and everybody's going to think this is a head and shoulders reversal. See the head and shoulders? No, we're going to go to the moon. Nope. You know why? Because then we'll be going down for another 5 waves. So be careful there. Ethereum might be done with this wave, or it might have one more push down to the downside to finish the 3rd wave. We're going to have a 4 wave correction. Now here's how you tell where the 4 wave is going to come. You simply throw the retrace from the beginning of 3 to the end of 3. Should come to the 382, which is right back to structure here. Looks like 207, a pullback to 207. Okay, and then down for more. Okay, so I would wait for that and then short it from 207 to finish that wave. And so that would be a nice short. Right now we need to be looking for shorts, not longs. So yeah. What's up, K4 Liberty? Gigi says, is it possible we can get an upward move from here? Yeah, it's possible. But I think we've got some more downside to go, most likely, before we go up. I'm looking at 90. If you just joined me, I'm looking at $9,400 to $9,500 potentially as a bottom for this Bitcoin move, and then a significant bounce for there. Limit for me is 7,000 and go to sleep. Yeah, for a couple months, maybe that would be a better way to play. Target on Ethereum, US dollars. Wow, that's a really bearish target. Really bearish target. You could be right. I don't know. I don't. Khalid, I don't have all knowledge, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see what these waves give us. But to me, this looks too impulsive to me. This looks like an impulse wave. I think we're going to get a 3-wave pullback, and right now it's just beginning. So we got 1, we're going to get 2, and then 3 like that. It's going to probably come down to structure here, probably like around 185, and then we're going to get, that's going to be your final buy-in. Then we're going long, baby. And we're going long. Okay. All right, let's look at Litecoin one more time, see what Litecoin's doing. Not too much. 15-minute chart. Yeah, we're coming down, guys. We're going to be coming down. This is a false bounce. It's coming down. That's my take on it. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not saying what definitely will happen, but just looking at it, I have a pretty good sense for it. It looks like it's going to come down and fill that wick. Let's look at BTC again on the short range. Just look at BTC here. We're getting ready to hit we need to hit this trend line, and that's going to bring us to the $9,500 mark. It looks like we need to hit that trend line for sure. K for Liberty, I'm glad you got me live, man. Glad you got me live. You think, Khalid, it's a WXY? Huh. On Ethereum? Let's see. Let's test it out. So the way here, guys, if I could teach y'all something, here's what I'd like to teach you. If somebody presents an idea that's different than yours, rather than just being argumentative about it, consider it. Think about it. Is there any evidence to support it? I always tell my people at church, have a low opinion of your own opinion. Okay, so if it's WXY, we're looking for a three-wave move like that to here. So this would be our first play. And then right there. It doesn't measure like a WXY, bro. It breaks the rules for the measurements of a WXY. My take on this is an impulse wave. I'm not convinced it's WXY. Comes up to the 2618 nicely. Now it could be a failed wave, it could be an X wave. There's no doubt about it. This could be an X wave. And I showed this in other videos in Bitcoin. I showed it in a live stream the other day. We had an impulse wave that measured to the 2618 right in the middle of a correction, and it went down from there. So that's possible, guys. It could be a failed wave. Yeah, BTC's pushing down. Let me check it, man. Let me check it. So yeah, it could be a failed wave. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Boom. So you see what we did here? Let's go down to the 5-minute to see it better. I was talking about this earlier for those of you that were here. We came down, we had this reaction, and then we came down, we wicked up again, and then we came down. So we're making that 8 shape, and we keep making lower lows, okay? Still looking for $9,400 to $9,500. Does anybody remember the exact target? I can't remember it. I think it was $9,475. Down here at this trend line. So let's watch it. Oh, you're talking about Litecoin or Ethereum, Khalid? Yeah, K for Liberty. My first support is actually 9,000. You want to see? It's going to test that bottom again, and there's probably going to be a little bit of an intermediate bounce there. And then the next support is I had it at about $8,100, $8,150. So I got support area there, K for Liberty, and then $7,500 is my next play. Okay, yeah, ETH. You said the top from 80. That's Ethereum. What price is the top of Ethereum? I want to understand what you're saying. So, I mean, here's the top of Ethereum in this bull run here. Are you talking about the top like from 2017, Khalid? December 18th. Tell me, what are you talking about, man? The wave that started from December. Okay, so that's the bottom. The top hit from that wave 361. So I'm not sure where you're getting 80. Hey, thanks for the shout out there, K for Liberty. There's no problem. But yeah, hit the likes if you. Sometimes, guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm sitting and watching a video that I'm enjoying and learning a lot from, and I'm not thinking about hitting the like button. It's just not in my brain to do that. So thanks for reminding everybody, and comments and likes. That's what's growing my channel, guys. I mean, I hit 1150 today in subs, and so I mean, like in the last 7 days or 8 days, I've got like 150 subscribers, and that's because of you guys. So I just want to thank y'all for that. So anyway, yeah, the top correction here for sure is I had it as a WXYXZ, Khalid. That's the way I'm counting that. It's actually a triple correction. Let's see, where's my WXYXZ? Right there. I don't have my glasses on, guys. It's bad. You should see me squinting. So something like that. That might be a WXYXZ. And then this is an impulse wave right here. So this is an impulse wave off of that correction. So that's what I'm thinking, guys, for Ethereum, that this is impulse. We're going to get a 3-wave move to the downside, and then we're off to the races. So that's what I'm thinking there. PNG, what's yeah, PNG on Trading View? Jose Orozco, man, what's up? What's up, man? I love your name. I always say it. Yeah, I don't know, man. On Litecoin, I'm having a hard time nailing a bottom for Litecoin. My next target is $58.50 to $56 in that ballpark. Hey, Dean, thanks for that, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in short in Bitcoin right now, for sure. Yeah, just send me the link in TradingView. Khalid, send me your link, and I'll bring it up, and we'll look at your chart, bro. Be glad to. Just put the link in the chart, and what I'll do is I will allow it to come through. So it'll ask me if I'll allow it. So Elias, I don't know time frames, man. Sorry. I say it better than you. That's hilarious. Let's see. Am I missing anybody in the chart? The Night Way. What's up, Mr. Knight? Hey guys, check out his website. It's what is your website, man? It's is it the Night Way, or is he's got these cool T-shirts for sale? Stay focused, stay fresh. I like it. So what's your website? We'll promote it here, man. Put it in the chat, and everybody can check it out. What's up, Alex? Caught the top of LTC, only small amount this week's minings. Oh, you miner, man. Nice. Is it stayfocusedstayfresh.com? Thanks, Crypto Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Back at you. Yeah, so check out the Nightway's website. He's one of my Patreon subscribers. And, guys, if you're one of my Patreons, I'll support you guys the best way I can. I'll promote you. That's okay. No problem. So, here, I'll do it. Let's see. So, it's www.stayfocused. stayfresh.com. There it is. Is that right? BAKKT was a non-event. Well, actually, I think this is the BAKKT move, man. It just didn't happen at the exact time. Okay, so the chart didn't come through. I tell you what, yeah, Khalid. So you're gonna have to kind of get creative, as take the dot out of the COM, so the YouTube doesn't block it. XRP. While everybody's doing that, let's check out XRP. I only do XRP because you guys like it, but I'm not an XRP fan for sure. I don't like anything associated with banks. XRP is going down. I said that the other day, didn't I? Somebody asked me about it, and I said look for 0.26. That was my target. Yep, still looking at 0.26 as our first target. So that's actually looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, getting the fifth wave of the of a C wave right now. Looks like. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good for a bounce. I would wait for 0.26 or 0.2488. So here's our target zone for a bounce in XRP. It's got more down, guys. It's got more down. But we got a 5 wave. It's clear. And then we got an up wave. Then we got a 1, 2. There's a 1 wave there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh man, guys, this is very bearish. Very bearish. Guys, we're going down. 1, 2. Haven't even finished the third. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth. Yeah, guys, not getting much of a bounce. Here's the way I'm counting it. Very impulsive. 1, 2, 3's coming down here. You're gonna get a little bit of a bounce here. It's gonna come up to structure, okay, and then coming down for 4. That's gonna be 5 waves, okay. Actually, should be making a new lower low. Probably gonna be a double bottom here, guys. Probably gonna be a double bottom off of this structure right here. So look for somewhere down here, 0.24, 0.2333 in that ballpark, and that'll be the 5th wave. That'll be a 5 wave finish to this correction. That'll probably finish your correction, guys, and then you know what you're gonna get. You're getting that. So I'd watch for this 5 waves to finish, but be patient. I mean, now's a good time to buy. It's not so bad, but if you want to get the best price, you got to be patient. Bitcoin has to come down yet. It's going to drag all the alts with it. Litecoin has to come down yet. Okay. All right. All right. We got a green candle here in Bitcoin. Oh no, we got a green candle, everybody. You better jump in. You're going to miss out. Said Jim never. Said Jim of all trades never. Oh no, actually said Jim of all trades when he used to FOMO like crazy and lose all of his money. Yeah, that was me. All right, what is this argument between you and Todd? Raid. I gotta watch what I say. You gotta know my humor. Sorry. That is so funny. Raid. Don't do it, man. You need to. Okay, I thought you guys were playing around, so yeah, I don't know. BCH. All right, just don't answer, Tim, please. Just don't answer, man. Just a soft answer, guys. A soft answer turns away wrath. Best way to stop an argument is just not to respond. All right, let's just keep. I don't want to have to ban anybody, so please just don't argue. Don't make me do it, yo. I will do it. Trend is descending since June, Keith says, until the trend reverses. That's where we have to look. Yes, that's right. We want to see evidence of reversal. I won't raid. I'm sorry, man. Khalid, can you take a look at Ethereum chart I sent you? Where did you send it on Facebook? Where did you send it? To my email? Let me check my email here. Hold on. All right. Didn't receive anything from Khalid. Send it to my email. The email's in the description, man. I will gladly pull it up. Gladly pull it up. I didn't see it. It didn't come up in the chat, man. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Nightway, stay focused. Yeah, there's welcome. You're an animal. Okay, nice. I didn't see that. I'm just kind of going back. XRP, Angel Tech. Did you get that? I hope you saw that. Going back to down. I'm just kind of going back to the chat. I send you the chart. I'm looking for the chart. I don't see the chart anywhere. I'm not seeing. I don't see the chart. And Khalid, sorry, bro. Sorry, I try to keep up with the chat. I really do. Try to acknowledge everybody. Yeah, just email it to me. I'll pull it up, bro. All right. Dominance. Yeah. I said the other night I did some dominance. I said dominance is going up as soon as it moves down. Uh, yeah, I don't know if the alts are going to be dead. Not all of them. Ethereum looks good. Litecoin looks good to stay alive. Um, I only play the majors like those. I don't play a lot of those minor ones, Monero and um, Cardano and the like. I don't like those. They scare me. So social network built for a hospital. Development version. I'm building video player and I'm using all of Jim's old videos as samples. Okay. Now the surgeons are asking me about. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Dogecoin. It's going to be down. I don't even have to look at the chart. It's going to be down. We're going down, guys. It's just the way it is. We are going down. Down, down. I'm on Kraken, guys, so I can only short a handful of them. EOS, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Maybe XRP. I'm not sure about XRP. But I think there's just a handful. All right. Guys, if you're not part of the trading group on the Telegram, I invite you to join. All my donation-based spots are filled though, and so what's left is just a monthly fee. It's very, very small, but it's still a monthly fee. Would you email me? The email is in the link in the description. Just shoot me an email. Let me know you want to be a part of the Telegram group. I will tell you what that level is that you need to join on Patreon. It's just a small monthly fee, and you get charts every night. You get one-on-one help anytime you need it, as I can. I give extra videos at night. Whenever there's a move in the market, we're always talking about it together and helping each other. We're trading together, so you get a lot of this. So yeah, if you want to be part of that Telegram group, feel free to email me, and I'll let you know the new procedure for entry. It's again a very small fee. You'll easily make it back in trades. I mean, shoot, it's very, very cheap. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? What is up, man? Glad you stopped by. There's my email for you guys if you're interested in having that. So we're still looking at Bitcoin there, still coming on down. My target for those of you just joining in, I'm looking at about I'm looking at this trend line here, about 94.75 is what I'm looking for. I want to see that doesn't mean we jump in. It just means that's what I want. I want to see price action around this region. What is price going to do in that region? Okay, so I'm not going to be able to stay here forever on this. Litecoin looks like it wants to go up a little bit. Don't be afraid and don't freak out. Okay, it might come up here a little bit and then come on back down. This is just a fake out in my opinion, but I could be wrong. But I'm not worried about being wrong. I'm not going to FOMO. We never FOMO. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dash, it's down. I mean, guys, if you ask me for an alt, I'm going to tell you it's down. Do you want me to show? I'll show it to you if you don't believe me. Here, let me show you what Dash looks like. XRP is down. Okay, we're going down. Finishing out the third wave. We haven't finished the third wave yet, in my opinion. That's my take on it. Again, that's my quick look. Let's look at Dash here. Let's look at it on Binance because it probably has the most data. Dash. Come on, there we go. I mean, just look how impulsive this wave is, guys. It's going down. I can't even throw a fib on that sucker. Here, let me look at it on the 15-minute chart. That is a huge impulse to the downside, guys. I mean, we haven't even hit the end of the third wave yet. We got a little bit more to go, and then we're going to get a bounce on the third wave, off the fourth wave. So that's 1, 2, 3, 0.39. So we're gonna have a bounce here for a fourth wave. It's going to come up to structure. It might come up to $93 from. Looks like it wants to be about $85 bottom, somewhere around there. So there might be an $85 bottom here, in that ballpark. And then we're going to get a bounce maybe to about 90, anywhere from $90 to $95, and then we're going to come down for one more wave. So we need to finish. But man, just look how bearish that is, and so we need to finish that. It's yeah, it doesn't look corrective. It looks impulsive to the downside. So Dash isn't looking good. You ought to be shorting it. Well, I wouldn't short from here. I'd wait for a pullback and then short. Okay. Let's see what other. Somebody else at Dogecoin. Tim? Did you really want Dogecoin? I mean, or are you just joking? I mean, you did give me a Tim. You did give me a super chat earlier, so I'd be glad to show you Dogecoin if you want to see it. Khalid, okay, I'll check my email right now. We want to look at Khalid's chart. If you want to send me your chart, just send it to my email. I'll be glad to pull it up. Jason, I got your email. I'll check you later when we're done. All right, I've got. I'm pulling it up on my phone right now. I'm going to paste it in the chat, and then I'm going to click on it from my computer. It's kind of fun here. Hold on one second. There we go. That is Khalid's chart. I'm going to pull it up now. Live stream. Oh, guys, it's going to have to load the chat. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, this is Ethereum. This is Khalid's chart. Let's see what he's got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that delineation of waves because 4 overlaps the 1. That is not a leading diagonal. But let's keep rocking. So that's a problem with that sub count, but that doesn't mean anything. We got 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, pretty decent there. So not too bad there. This looks more like, or this could be a. Yeah, that could be a WXY there, and this could be a WXYXZ. This doesn't measure. This I've measured this before. It measures funky, but that's okay. It's still not bad there. ABC. This does not measure. Okay, so guys, when you are counting waves, guys, and Khalid, what I love about this is that you're trying to take what you're learning and what you have and your ideas, and you're counting what you're seeing, and I love that. And when I started, that's exactly what I did, and I don't want to discourage you in any way, shape, or form from doing that. But let me show you what I had to learn to become a good Elliottician. Okay, okay, I'm going to do a little lesson, guys. This is a big deal what I'm about to share with you. Okay, it's a big deal if you want to learn some Elliott. Okay, so when you have when you have an impulse move, you have to learn the Fibonacci relationships between the waves. That is critical. If you don't learn that, you're not going to understand Elliott Wave. And so you have to always measure measure those waves. Here's how you do it. So let's just pretend this is the wave we're looking at. We're going to take our Fibonacci trend-based fib extension tool. We're going to click on that guy, and we're going to measure the first wave all the way up from the bottom to the top of it, and then we're going to bring it back down for the third click. Okay? When the wave comes beyond the 1618, you have a valid 3 wave. But when the third wave doesn't come to the 1618, it's really questionable whether you have a 3 wave. Okay, in fact, what happens is when you have a wave that doesn't make it up to the 3 wave, but yet then you have a pullback from there, chances are what you actually have not a 1 2 3, but you've actually got an ABC, because those are the corrective fibs. Okay, now let me show you how to take that and use your fib tool to measure this wave. Let me just show you here. Okay, first off, this is Aetherium here. When I look at this right here, just looking at it, it looks like a 3 wave. It does not look like a 5 wave, but that's on the 4-hour chart. So let's look at the 1-hour chart, see if there's any more detail. Wow, look at all that detail. Here it is. All right, there it is. Come on, where is it? There it is at the top. Now, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take and measure this first wave right there. So we're going to click at the top of it, click at the bottom of it, and then back to the 2 wave. Okay, you can see where the 1618 is right. No, I'm sorry, the 1618 is way down here, right? And so this actually, the bottom of this wave actually came to the 1-to-1 extension, then we had a pullback. Okay, so that's more of a finished corrective structure, and that's 3 waves. So the way we would want to look at this is we would want to look at this actually as a 3-wave structure. A 3-wave structure right there. That's easy to see. And let's measure that second 3-wave structure, and let's see what fib that comes to. It made it to the 786. It didn't even come to the 1-to-1 extension. So very, very short, very, very corrective. It was a truncated kind of correction there. Okay, but that's still a 3-wave structure. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, so then what do we have here? Our first move is right there. All right, so let's measure that guy and see what we get here. Okay, that comes to the 786 as well. So what I'm seeing here in this first move is we got 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and there's actually a 1 2 3 here as well. So the way I would identify, stop. So sorry. So zooming out here, looking back at this, you can see how this first wave is actually a 3-wave structure. Okay? So that's a 3-wave, and that's not an impulse. That's not 5 waves. It's 3 waves. Okay, now that's the way I would break that wave down. Then I'm looking for right here, there's a 3-wave move. Let's measure that with our fibs. So let's take our fibs and just measure that 3-wave and see what we've got. See how it came to the 1-to-1 extension right here? So when we use our fib extension tool, it came to 1-to-1. That's a correction. Okay, so there's another 3-wave. So that's why I have this as a 3-wave and then a 3-wave. So I've got this as a W and then an X. And so then I want to say, okay, what do I have here then? What is this wave? This is a really challenging way. One might say, well, that's 3 waves, right? Well, let's take a peek at it. Let's take this first wave and measure it. Let's go down to 1 hour. Zoom over here. There it is right here. So nope, sorry. Here it is right here. Oh, it's this one right there. That's what we want to look at. Sometimes when you go to a different time frame, it's hard to find what you're looking for. Okay, let's measure here. Measure the first wave to the second wave right there. Boom. We came to the 2618. Okay, the 1618 is right here. So here's what we have here. We've got a 1, 2, 3 to the 1618, 4, 5. That's a 5-wave move. Okay, and so the way I would count that, then there's a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or this is a 1. Another way to look at this might be a 1, a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. This is 4, and then we got an extended 5th wave right here. So that's another way to look at it. I don't think that's true though. I think it's better to delineate that actually as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then we get another wave, and then we get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. So we got another 5 waves here. So we got a 5, a 3, and a 5. So that's why I'm seeing this as a Y wave, as a 3-wave structure here. So this is actually 1, 2, 3 waves right there. So when you have a 3 wave, and then a 3 wave, and then a 3 wave, you've got a W, X, and a Y. Okay? So that's why I've labeled it that way. Then we've got a clear 3-wave here. So nobody, I don't think anybody can doubt that. Oops, sorry. Let's see if we can. Hope you guys are tracking with me. So there's a 3-wave. So there's our X, and then I see another 3-wave here. Oops, sorry. Tag on. 3-wave, 3-wave, 3-wave. WXY again. So that correction in Ethereum I have labeled as a WXYXZ. It's a triple correction. 3-wave, 3-wave, 3-wave with 2 X waves in the middle that go to the upside. So that's why I've measured it that way. Hope that helps you. Hope you understand why I've labeled that a WXYXZ and what that is. Okay. Key breakpoints for BTC will lead to much more downward continuation. Yeah, I'll do it one more time. If you rewind the video, you'll catch some of that. Oh, look at this, man. We got to move to the upside. Jump in, Raid. Jump in. Don't jump in. Don't do it, Raid. I'm just kidding. All right. A lot of quiet, so I think everybody was watching. Okay, I think everybody was watching and listening. That's awesome. That's really good. You guys are a good class. You're watching and listening, and you're not talking. So yeah, that's why Ethereum to me looks like a WXYXZ. Looks finished. We had a nice impulse to go up, and now we're getting a 3-wave correction to the downside. So we're looking for a bounce in Ethereum coming soon. I think my bottom for Ethereum, I think I had it around 185. Ultimate bottom. We're going to get a bounce here, an intermediate bounce back up, and then like the 208, I think, if I remember right, and then down to 185 to finish it out, something like that. Yeah, there you go. There's your targets, guy. I think we're going. Okay, just to recap, I already did this earlier. If you want to see that, analysis, guy, just rewind later on. But because I know that you're a big Ethereum dude, and I'm always mindful of that, brother. You don't have any other channels that treat you like that. You remember that, guys. But I'm seeing this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when we're done. Okay, this is very impulsive, and I don't think we're finished with it. This is looking very impulsive to me. I don't think it's corrective at all. I mean, it is corrective, but it's impulsive. So we're getting a 5-wave move. See how we came down to the 1618? So we're finishing up our 3rd wave. We're going to get a bounce up here to about 207. So the way I'm counting this wave, guys, is like this. 1, yeah, don't you see it? 1, 2, all of that's 3. Going to get a bounce up here to 4, and then 5. That's just the A wave of an ABC. Okay. I don't think it's a WXY because we've exceeded We've exceeded the limit there at the 1618, so don't think we have a WXY. So I think we're going to come all the way down here to this region right here, probably to this structure zone. So anywhere from 195 to 185 or 188 is the target there. Let's actually throw the fibs on it and give you a real target here. Sorry, I'm being lazy with you. Yeah, 191, 192 is our looks like our fibs are going to come there. Okay, so 192. Let's throw a balloon. So to finish that fifth wave, right in that ballpark, right there, right there. Okay, so that region, it's not perfect. It's just in that ballpark. I have to wait and see. So I'm seeing a bounce up to 207, and then we're coming back down. But I don't know if we're finished yet. Looks like we might have one more wave to the downside here before we finish this third wave. Not sure about that. Okay, BTC. Somebody asked about BTC. Let's look. Your English is fine, brother. I am always looking on the smaller time frame. GG, good game. GG, whatever your name is. I'm always looking at the smaller time frames for my reversals, so I'm looking at the larger time frames for the larger count, and then I want to see if that count is finished, and I look at that on the smaller time frames. And so 4-hour chart is the best chart for me for larger time frame counts, and then we zoom into the 15-minute and hourly charts to see where reversals might be. We want to look for divergence and oversold conditions in the RSI to help us identify when we might have bounces as well. Yeah, LTC bottom right now. My target is about 58.50 for now. I did count. I did already deal with LTC, and so yeah, I'm about to kind of shut it down here shortly, because my voice is I've been talking for about an hour now straight, and so my voice is starting to feel it. So I need to give it a rest here. But let me just show you BTC. Let me go through BTC, LTC, and Ethereum one more time. I just did Ethereum. I think we're good there. Let's look at BTC one more time here. And then I'll do LTC right after this. So I'm looking for a target down here somewhere at 94.63, I believe. This looks like it needs to come on down. The way I got that target is I started at the top here. We got an A, a B, and a C. Let's check that, see what that would look like. So if we do it right there, that's the 786. If we do it there, the 1-to-1 has us down here at 93. So this trend line is significant here. Let's check this fib right here, see if there's any confluence. Yeah, the 1-to-1 extension here is at 95.60. The 1276 is at 94. So yeah, this trend line, there's a lot of fib confluence in this ballpark. Let's see what price looks at. Let's see what price looks like here at 94. If we break that, that's a good thing for the downside. That's a good thing. If we don't, then we want to be looking at 93. This bottom right here, we want to look to break that as well. If we break that, then we're looking really bearish from here, not looking for a bounce. But if we bounce off of here, if we bounce off this region, if we get a bounce from here, let's see what our upside was looking like. If it's a triangle, we're looking up here at 11.2. If it's a triangle, 11.2 is probably to 11.6. So if the triangle scenario is still in play. If it's not a triangle, what would it be? It would be my WXY, but we might get a pullback up to here. What would that pullback look like? Let's do it this way. would be anywhere from 10.6 down to 10.4. A pullback up here that might be a decent trade to the upside. And then what that would look like is this, like that, and then we'd be going down. So that would look like a break of the triangle right there, and then down in BTC. So draw this trend line on your screen right here. That's the triangle. That's the false triangle. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm talking about a false triangle. That's a 5-wave move. That's not a 3-wave move. So that's a 5-wave move. In all of the legs of a triangle, it needs 3 waves, and so that's why I think it's a false triangle. And they're trying to trick the average trader into thinking it's going to go up from here. I might come live again later on tonight if we get some good, bounce off of this region. I might do live again. We'll see. Just keep the notifications on and subscriptions on, and I'll try to help you the best I can. But if you really want a guarantee of my help, again, I'm not trying to be a salesman or anything, but I keep my Telegram group really updated. So if you want to be part of that, just email me. The link is in the description to my email. Let me know you'd like to be, and I'll tell you how to join. Okay? So just shoot me an email. All right, and let's look at Litecoin one more time, and then I've got to head out. All right, looks like we're going to get a down move maybe. We're going to get our H that we've been looking for. Rewind the video if you want to see what I talked about LTC. I'm yawning, guys. I'm pretty tired. I need to rest my vocal cords here. And yeah, so you see how we came down here and we wicked way past the 1618. I'm thinking we've got a 1, 2. What did I do? How did I measure that? Yeah, this might be this, guys. 1, 2, all that's 3, 4. We're gonna get another move, a 5th move. Like Ethereum, we're looking for a pullback and then another dive down. Okay, and if we get that, then I'm looking around $58, $58, $57, $76, $58 in that ballpark as a bottom of that 5th wave. But that could be the bottom of this wave. It could be the bottom of its correction, and then we're going to get then Litecoin might be off to the races from there. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with y'all, guys. Litecoin's chart is very confusing to me. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, and so I haven't been trading it lately. It's my favorite one to trade. It's my favorite coin to trade, but I haven't been trading it lately because I've just not been super confident in that chart. Guys, really enjoyed being with you today. Any final questions or thoughts? Let's just see what you guys are saying. Hey, thanks, Elias. I appreciate that. Heartbeat, thanks. It does always come back. I love how we have a saying. I'm going to make t-shirts for that, guys. We're going to make t-shirts for that. Hit the likes, people. Thank you. Hit the likes, folks. Yeah, thanks, guys. One more, please, to get to 50. That'd be nice. One more like, we'll have to 50. Yes, go. What's the most bearish scenario for BTC? Right now, for me, Dean, it's 75. Then 65. It's that region where we were doing that triangle back before December, before we had the really big dump. So that $65 region, $6,500 region is a big area. So I'd want to watch price structure once we got down to that region and see where else we could go. I think for me right now, $4,500 is probably as bearish as I'm in my mind. But to me, my targets go like this: 9,000. Then 85, then 81, then 75. Those are my price jumps. Aru of Holly, thanks for showing up, man. Thank you. Jason, thank you, man. I appreciate it. The top of the bounce. Oh, okay. Top of the bounce. Let me take a peek at most bearish top of the bounce. Can't pass 10.9, brother. So 10.9, 10.950 in that region, Dean. It can't bounce that. It can't bounce higher than that. That's for a very bearish scenario. Hey, Austin. Love you, bro. Yep, you'll pick it up. Tristan, thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, y'all have a fantastic day. Enjoyed being with you. It was a lot of fun. I love it when the market's moving. I'll try to do live streams when the markets are moving. Well, that would be a bounce, but then we'd get a huge max. We get a huge bear move after that. So to me, that's the largest bounce that we could get and still be very bearish. I think that was his question. So that's the best I got. I'll talk to you guys in the Telegram group. All right, don't forget to email me if you're interested in the Telegram group. Otherwise, peace out. Oh, BCH. Okay, promise. I did see that earlier, and because you asked for that earlier, I will give it to you, sir. So BCH, everybody else, if you want to get out of here, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to look at BCH for my man here. Let's look at Coinbase. I've got plenty of information there. Okay, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah. Targets. Here's what you do. You throw your fib extension on here. We've hit the 1-to-1 extension and we're bouncing. If we continue down, the next target, so the 1-to-1 extension is at 293.90. We've already hit it and surpassed it. The next target is going to be 284.98. If we go past that, watch 273.92. If we get to 273.92, we are looking very bearish. This is what it would look like if we get down there. 3, 4, 5. We'd be doing 5 waves to the downside, and you'd be looking at somewhere about another low somewhere, double bottom, something like that. So watch out for that. Best case scenario. Let's see. Is that look impulsive? It doesn't look impulsive to me. That's a corrective structure there. What's your name? Johan. That's a very corrective structure. So we're coming down in 5 waves, my man. I would imagine. Let me go out to the 4 hour and just look at it from the 4 hour perspective here. Correction. Yeah, this is looking very bearish for BCH. 246 to 221. Let's start from the top, see what we get. It's corrective, that's good. Very bearish scenario. It's coming down to $91. That's a very bearish scenario. WXY is coming down here to $91. If that's a very bearish scenario is in play. If I'm wrong in interpreting that, we haven't made a new bottom. That's one. Two. See, that's corrective. Best case scenario is a 193.54. That's your best case scenario. Have to wait till we see, but it's looking down to me. But I can't be certain, but it looks down to me. Looks very bearish. All right, Johan, that's what I got. Yeah, no problem. Recession indicator. Appreciate that. BTC's corrective wave 3 wave now. Let's see. Looking for a lot of wicks here. I think it's going to fill those wicks. I'm looking for it to come down here. Yeah, I'd like to see it come on down. All right, guys, got to go. Check me out on Telegram if you want to, and you get more of this. Okay, talk to you all later. I'm going to cut the stream. Appreciate you guys coming, and we'll check it out again.